Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Friday and welcome to Friday Favorites and Flops. The Grumble, my pug Grumble, is in the room, so you might see Penny zipping back and forth or Mr. Kong trying to get comfortable. So enjoy the background entertainment. It's Friday, guys. Whoa, what a crazy week, news-wise, right? I live in Oregon, so Washington is obviously above Oregon, and Washington, actually just right now, as of me recording this video, I think it's just the Seattle area schools that have closed. I am anticipating that is going to be moving south since we have several active cases of patients that have tested positive for coronavirus here. So honestly, I think it's just a matter of time before we have to start really adjusting our lives down here. So I am doing my best to try to prepare for that, which means that after this video, I do have to go do just a little bit of shopping to stock up on some essentials, not toilet paper. We always have plenty of that because we normally buy it at Costco, so we're good on that. But, you know, just stuff for the pantry, things that I can go to for running low on food. So anyway, I hope that you are staying safe and healthy where you are at. Obviously, wash your hands as much as you possibly can. I've been doing that. And let me tell you, I'm using a lot of hand cream because my hands are dry. Oh man. You should always be washing your hands. I feel like this should not be news, but yeah, when you do it like at least once an hour or more frequently, if you are touching a lot of different surfaces and you're using hand sanitizer in between, it is, woo, it's rough. Anyway, I will link my go-to hand cream down below. It is the gloves in a bottle. You can find it on Amazon. It's amazing. It also comes in an SPF version now. So if you are finding that your hands are in rough shape, I'm actually waiting for a delivery of some more of mine because I am just about out of my last bottle of it. And I'm gonna need a backup for sure. So anyway, I am trying to just maintain a sense of normalcy and still live my everyday life as much as possible. So I'm gonna be sharing my beauty stuff with you guys still. We're still gonna be talking about skincare. I think it's probably kind of a nice distraction from everything that's happening. I know that it's good for me to kind of keep my mind in other places as well. So let's get into it. I'm gonna start with my perfume because perfume always makes me the happiest. So this week I was loving and just dousing myself with my beloved Stella by Stella McCartney. If you are new to my channel, I actually have a daughter named Stella. And the reason that she is named Stella is because I love this perfume. I love this perfume before she was born. And so one of my husband's favorite beers is Stella Artois. And so when we were thinking of a name for Stella, I was like, how about Stella? It's my favorite perfume. It's one of your favorite beers. Let's name her after beer and perfume. And so we did. But I feel like it's just a great name for her in general. It's a very sassy name and it suits her. But this is a gorgeous rose-based scent. If you have never sniffed this out, oh, you have to. It is so beautiful, feminine, romantic. I feel like this is good for either date night or during the day. It's a little heavy if you're gonna wear it like in an office type setting. I would probably say use sparingly. But if you are going out on a date or something, just spray it all over. It's just gonna make you happy. That's what it does for me. And the fact that I associate it with my daughter makes me even happier, and it's wonderful and I love it and it makes me smile. All right, let's do some hair. Busted out two of my beloveds this week. This one was actually a little more than halfway done, so I actually finished it. I really need to get a backup of this, and I will be very soon here. This is the Pureology Color Fanatic Multitasking Hair Beautifier. I adore this. I've gone through so many bottles of this. This is basically something that you spray in your hair before you dry it or use other styling products. So it's going to protect your hair from heat damage. It's going to make your hair softer. It's going to hydrate. It's going to moisturize. It's going to help stop frizz. It is going to nourish your hair. It's amazing. It smells so good. You guys know that I'm a sucker for the smelly things, obviously. So, by the way, sorry, it's like so yellow and it's very sunny today, so I'm working with the sunshine. Anyway, this is fabulous. If you've never tried it, I cannot recommend it enough. And another hair favorite of mine that I actually haven't used in quite some time because I was working through some other hair care things that I have is my beloved Paul Mitchell Extra Body Sculpting Foam. This is a thickening foam. It's mousse, so it makes your hair voluminous but not crunchy. My hair is so soft right now. All I have in my hair are these two things, and then I blow dried my hair, and here it is. I mean, I don't style my hair. Do you guys have a hairstyle that you have to style every day? How do you do that? I admire women who take the time to curl their hair or put waves in it or just do all of the hair things, because my hair is the one thing that I have always been kind of disinterested in doing anything with. You know, when I decided to go gray, like that was kind of my big hair decision, but like I have never really given much thought to my hair. Like it has always just kind of been what it is, and I've been fine with it. But I don't know. Are you a hair person? I think I'm more of a skincare and makeup person. But I admire people who are hair people. I think you are a special breed. All right, let's do some skincare. My Mask Monday this week, if you missed it, was the Strivectin Multi-Action Super Greens Soother Cooling Gel Mask. This is very nice. Now, in the video, I very obviously came out and said that I still prefer the Cloudberry over this one, but this is nice. I think it's a nice mask. I do think that it has like a nice cooling effect on the skin. I just like the hydrating benefits that I get from the Cloudberry. I'm still using that every morning when I do a tretinoin routine the night before. So for example, this morning, I used my Cloudberry mask. But anyway, this is still really good and I've been enjoying it. But this week I've also incorporated a little bit of my CosRx low pH BHA overnight mask. I just think this is a good thing to use periodically to help keep your pores clear. And this is super, super gentle. This has a very low concentration of BHA. It's 0.9%. So super gentle. It is sort of in this, I don't know, how would you describe this? It's like it's a lotion type consistency maybe. Spreads very evenly, has a nice soft silicone feel, but never really makes you feel like you're clogging your pores with that heavy silicone feel. It's wonderful. If you are someone who breaks out periodically, I would check this out. It's just so gentle. I bet you could probably use this every other night if you wanted to. If you're not using any other BHA treatments, maybe give this one a try because I think it's really worth trying. I have been testing this out. So Paula's Choice did send me this in a PR package. I was kind of excited to get it because initially I was like, I don't think I'm gonna pick this up, but I was curious about it. Right now, since I'm using tretinoin on my face, I'm not really purchasing a whole lot of like over-the-counter retinols because I have quite a few backups and I'm using those on my neck. So this is their new 0.3% retinol. So pretty low concentration of retinol, plus 2%, I'm gonna mess this up, bakuchiol treatment. I'm gonna link this and everything down below. I'm sure you're gonna see that and be like, she doesn't know how to pronounce that, but I do. Let me know. If you know how to say this, can you like sound it out for me? Anyway, this has peptides as well as vitamin C in it. So I've been using this on my face. I figured why not? It can only maybe boost what my tretinoin is doing. So for that reason, I don't know that I'm going to be able to give a whole lot of like definitive results on what this would do on its own, but I don't want to stop my tretinoin. So I don't know. This has peptides in it and vitamin C, so I figure it can't do anything bad for my skin. And I feel like to make my tretinoin stretch a little bit more, because that's obviously a little more expensive than some of my other skincare, alternating nights. So I'll let you know how it goes with tretinoin, but you could certainly just use this if you don't have tretinoin. So I will be doing an in-depth review of this, but it's been enjoyable so far, and it plays well with my other skincare, so I can say that so far. But again, per usual, 6 to 8 weeks from now, we're gonna do an in-depth review on this and talk about all the ingredients and what it did for me at that point. So, but anyway, it's new. I thought I'd share it. I've been testing out this new moisturizer. Again, trying to find more affordable options, at least for some things. But this is the Good Molecule silicone-free priming moisturizer. This has shea butter, macadamia seed oil, and plant-derived silicone alternative to deeply hydrate, smooth, and nourish the skin. I think this is a very good basic moisturizer for pretty much normal combination oily skin types. I feel like if you have a drier skin type, this might leave you wanting for a little more. I'm actually gonna do in the back of my hands here. Oh, that's nice. That's nice on the back of my hands too. It has a really nice finish to it, dries down pretty quickly. It does leave a slight silicone feel to the skin. I have only been using this at night, and it's been great at night. I have been using it after using my tretinoin. There's a lot of nights where I don't use moisturizer after tretinoin at all, but you know, I usually wait at least a half hour before applying anything else, and this has sort of helped with preventing the flakies that can happen. So it's a good hydrator. I just don't think it would be enough for those of you with really dehydrated skin, but if you are in the kind of normal to oily range, this is super affordable. I think it's under 15 bucks, and I'll link it down below. It's from Beautylish. So there we go. Let's do some makeup. Let's do eyeshadow, because I did a tutorial yesterday. And pretty much all week I've been using this palette. It's the Dominique Latte palette. This is not new. In fact, this is, I think, at least a year or two old, if not more. I think this was one of the first things that she put out, actually. This is a great palette, you guys. The tutorial that I did was kind of focusing on this pinky purple shade here. I really like the way it turned out. I've also used these warmer shades in here as well. I don't like the way the warmer shades look on me quite as much, but they do blend absolutely beautifully. The formula is so nice. It's easy to work with. It doesn't fade throughout the day, but I do use a primer, and if you are not a primer using person, I would really recommend doing that. I actually agree with Robert Welch in that, like, a primer before you put any kind of eyeshadow on is a must, and a concealer is not a primer. He talks about that a lot in his videos, and normally I see a lot of YouTubers just using concealer and calling it their eye primer, and it's like, that's not what that is. And I love that he actually like brings that up. I really appreciate that about him. But anyway, I have really oily eyelids, and if I put concealer on my eyes, dude, it would just be an oil slick, and all of the shadow would literally run down my cheeks. It would be a nightmare. The primer that I've really been loving lately is from Viseart. I make no bones about like Viseart being my eyeshadow formulation of choice. I think that they have the most beautiful, long-wearing eyeshadows that just have the most incredible color payoff. And when paired with their primer, it's even more beautiful. But this plays well with all sorts of other eyeshadow palettes that I use it with. It's a little bit more of a sticky primer, so you definitely want to use a fluffy brush to put just a skin tone shade or some powder foundation over top. That will help you blend things a little bit better. But dang, this is gonna make your eyeshadow stay put forever if you want it to. It's really, really good. So if you haven't tried this and you're in the market, also this doesn't make my eyes water, which is a big deal because a lot of eyeshadow primers make my eyes water. This one does not, so it's good stuff. On my lips this week, I've been wearing a combination of this, or just this by itself. This is not new. This is the Grande lipstick in Au Naturel. Love it. Actually made a pretty healthy dent in that. Absolutely delightful. I have also been topping it with the full-on plumping lip polish in Claire. I think this is available. Normally, it's a beautiful pink with lots of shimmer in it. What's nice about these Buxom glosses is anytime you get one with like a lot of shimmer or looks like almost like glitter, it still doesn't feel glittery or like rough on your lips at all. I don't know how they do it, but their like shimmer lip glosses are just the most comfortable. I love these, and this color is gorgeous for spring. Look at that. Ooh, love it. Mascara this week has actually been this. I busted it out. I was gonna hold off on using this for a little while, but I really do like the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. It only comes in one shade, which is black, so there's no other shade to choose. But this is from, by the way, the Confetti collection. I just really like how this goes on and how it creates the most beautiful, voluminous, natural everyday lash. The thing you have to know about this mascara is that typically after about 5 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks, it really starts drying out and flaking. So this doesn't have a long lifespan, which makes it hard to justify it, but I did buy this in the entire the Confetti collection, which I did a video on that collection. I'll link it down below. So since it came in that, I was like, I'm definitely going to use it. But anyway, I like this. And then blushes have been, once again, the Bidet Bay from Tarte. Again, this is from the Confetti collection. It's just a beautiful peach. That is actually what I have on my cheeks today. It's matte, it's gorgeous, it stays all day, it's amazing. And then I've also been wearing, and I have this in a palette obviously here, Luminous Flesh from Hourglass. Ooh, look at that color, so pretty. This, I think, is the best palette that Hourglass has put out. Every single one of these shades are favorites of mine. So in here I have Luminous Flesh, Incandescent Electra, and Mood Exposure. Every single one of these shades I will be purchasing the full size of after I use this up. But I wish that they would come out with more palettes in this format versus like the much smaller pans that come with like 6 different products. I would rather have 3 kind of larger products than 6 smaller. I've skipped out on every single one of those holiday collections from Hourglass when it comes to this style of packaging because they're just so small. It's got to be a pain in the butt to get your brush in there and all that stuff, but this is perfect. I wish that they would do more of this. So all right, you guys, that is what I have for you today. I am off to run my errands, get some more hand sanitizer. Luckily, I'm stocked up on hand soap, so we're good there. But yeah, and just some food stuff. So I hope you are taking really good care of yourself. Leave me any questions down below. I've got links for everything in the description box if you're wondering what things cost, where to buy these things, what other people think, because you should look up other people's reviews as well. So all that information will be down there for you. Have a lovely weekend, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.